Hi, this is Bob Cox, and I've created a series of free videos for Solo Fingerstyle Guitar. And I'd like to encourage you to sign up and take a look at them and learn them. These videos are very short. Most are 25 minutes and under. We're not using any tab or notation. What I will do is play my arrangement in the different songs in each genre. I'll play the arrangement, tell you what key it's in, and I will describe in detail all the things that are going on in the arrangement without tab or notation. Now, there are some players that will want tab and notation. I understand that, and that can be available as a paid option. We'll talk about that later. I have taught the guitar and played the guitar for just over 60 years, and I noticed that many players get frustrated very easily when you present either music notation or tablature to the player. That's why we're not going to use it. I also want to mention that many great players don't read music or tab. Tommy Emmanuel, for example, the great fingerstyle guitarist from Australia, doesn't read tab or use music notation. He knows his theory well, there's no doubt about that, but he doesn't read music or tab. He uses his ear and what he knows from theory. Chet Atkins always said, I only read enough music not to get in the way of my picking. And that was nice, and he could read as well, but you know, he depended mainly on his ear and what he knew about theory. Another thing is these are fingerstyle guitar videos and fingerstyle arrangements, so I'll be playing with my fingernails on my right hand and a thumb pick. That's just the way I learned to play. However, you wouldn't have to do that. You can use the flesh of the tips of your fingers. A lot of players do that. Again, Tommy Emmanuel does that, only uses the tip of his fingers on his right hand. Adam Rafferty, a great guitarist from Queens, New York, it's the same way. He plays with the flesh on his hands. I also assume that you play a little bit of guitar right now, and you might have better have a basic understanding of chords and bar chords, some scales and things, just basic music theory. As far as the fingerstyle thing, you can use whatever fingers you want. I primarily use 3 fingers and a thumb. Sometimes it's just 2 fingers and a thumb. A lot of players just use the thumb and finger. I would encourage you to just jump in and get your feet wet and use whatever you're comfortable with. You don't even necessarily have to be a fingerstyle player to get a lot of information from these videos, even if you play with a pick, because we're going to discuss elements of arranging and things that work, you know, like playing in thirds and sixths and tenths and contrary motion, things like that, oblique motion. There'll be all kinds of things that I may talk about in each arrangement. So again, fingerstyle is not a needed asset, but it's certainly going to be a good asset to have since they are going to be arranged for fingerstyle. And I'm using my fingers. Like I said, some of the things you could play with a pick. Okay. Let's see, what else do we want to say? Well, first of all, where do you sign up for these videos? Well, you go to Bob Cox at bobcoxandfriends.com. BOBCOX at BOBCOXANDFRIENDS. Bob Cox at bobcoxandfriends.com. And I will send you a notice each month. The videos will come out monthly. The free videos will come out monthly. I believe right now, as we start, there are 3 videos that you can watch. You can watch all 3. You can choose whatever you want, and they're in different genres. And then there'll be 1 released each month, like I said. So I encourage you to sign up for those. About the music tab, the music notation and tab, again, I mentioned that at the outset. That is a paid option. If you find you have to have either of those, you can get more information in the mailing that I send you. And the emails and such. And then also Skype lessons could be available as an option if you wanted to do that for an individual arrangement. I don't do Skype lessons for technique or anything like that. I just do them only for the songs that I've arranged. I guess I've been playing guitar now since 1963. I started. I'm an old fella now, but I started in 1973, and I started playing fingerstyle guitar in 1974. So I'd love to share these arrangements with you. I think most of them are approachable. If you're willing to spend a little time, there's 3 P's I would emphasize: patience, persistence, and practice. If you use those elements, patience, persistence, and practice, I believe you can get the results that you desire. And the satisfaction and the result that you'll get from these arrangements and the techniques that we're using in the arrangements are going to give you an added boost of confidence in your own playing. So again, I'd like to encourage you to sign up for these free videos for Solo Fingerstyle Guitar that will come out monthly. And you can sign up at bobcoxandfriends.com. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching.